welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I've got another massive, exciting episode in my very popular ongoing video series, Top Upcoming 4K Ultra HD Blu Ray Movies and TV Series Releases, Big 4K Movie Announcements, Reveals, Collectors Film Chat, episode number 71. And today I'm gonna keep blowing your mind with over 50 announcements, reveals, and reviews. I'm gonna be doing some special advanced reviews. The studios reached out to me and sent me a bunch of upcoming titles 2 weeks early before the release dates for me to test, analyze, and review for all of you, and I'll be sharing all of my review scores and the results on these 4K releases, and I'll be cutting through all of the BS and some of the lies that are being spread around and give it to you straight as I always do. So that way you know the exact image and sound quality of all of these upcoming 4K releases, so you can determine correctly and accurately if these are something you should buy and add to your collection. And there is a ton of information I have to share in today's video that's really going to surprise you, because as I've shared over the last 9 years, it's extremely important to understand the original intended film, what the director intended, how it was actually finished and completed, to understand what goes into these new 4K restorations and what the actual intended image is supposed to look like, so that way you get an accurate and correct review and review score. And that's what I'm going to be sharing in today's video, and I have some other surprise reviews on some massive titles as well later on in this video. So we've got so much thrilling stuff to dive into today. Now, as a quick reminder, it's always extremely important, if you're going to buy or add any of these to your collection, always make sure to go down and click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links that I pinned as a comment in the comment section right below this video. You see those links down there are extremely important to the creation of these videos. The only way I can spend all this time testing, analyzing, reviewing, and creating these massive videos you enjoy watching, it's always directly through you, my viewers and subscribers, support when you click and buy directly through those links down there below. So that's why I always share it's very important, if you enjoy these videos and these videos help you out every week, always make sure to go down and click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links right down there below. Now, starting off with the first segment of this ongoing video series, the top upcoming weekly announcements for the coming week. Starting off here on February 18th, we're going to be getting NOSFERATU from 2024. Now, this vampire horror mystery thriller movie, it's coming out with a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, all on a BD100. Now, it is coming in two different flavors, a standard slipcover case and a limited edition steelbook set, but the limited edition steelbook set did sell out after my initial announcement. It actually sold out within a few hours of my initial announcement, and it's been sold out since. But the standard slipcover version is still available through that Amazon sale link down there below. This set will also include both cuts of the film, the extended cut, which is 136 minutes, and the theatrical cut, so you get both cuts on the 4K disc. Now, we're also going to be getting Humanoids from the Deep from 1980. Now, this cult classic Roger Corman sci-fi horror thriller movie, it actually has the music produced and done by James Horner, who does some beautiful scores. He did a lot of really great films. Now, in the set, they did a bunch of new special features, and they did a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master for both the theatrical and the unrated cuts on 4K, both on the 4K disc. Now, this will also have a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix, and this is coming in a collector's limited slipcover edition set, so it'll have a limited edition slipcover in the first pressing. Once those sell out, they won't come with slipcovers anymore, so if you're a collector like I am of those limited edition slipcovers, make sure to place your order so that way you don't miss out on it. Now, we're also going to be getting Crossing Delancey from 1988. Now, they did a brand new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, all supervised by the original director of cinematography, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. Now, this is more or less a romantic comedy from the 80s. It's got some very unique romantic comedy elements that was unique for its time period, and it still holds up today. It's a very enjoyable kind of date night film that if you want to check it out, it's honestly one of those you'll sit back and you'll smile the whole time. It's got some funny elements, some funny scenes, kind of about dating when you're older in New York and being a part of a family, and the family kind of being involved with the whole like romantic comedy elements. It's really one of those, it's just a really fun time. So my wife and I are both looking forward to this finally coming out on 4K. Now, we're also getting John Hughes' Uncle Buck from 1989. This is one of those cult classics classic comedies from the 80s that John Hughes was the king of comedies of the 80s. I love this film. John Candy is wonderful in it. I love Macaulay Culkin, he's younger in this. And really it has just a great storyline of basically John Candy's character. He comes over to watch the kids as his brother and basically sister-in-law leave to go visit a family member that's basically sick and dying. And basically he's in charge of the kids, and the mishaps and things that go on, the comedy in it is top notch, and it's such an enjoyable 80s film. Well, the studio did send this to me a full 2.5 weeks early for review for me to dive into and test for all of you. I am happy to report this did get a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It is a native 4K with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master. The 4K image is very nice looking. It has strong depth and detail. It does have the nice light natural film grain from beginning to end. There was no instabilities whatsoever. And I've got to say, one of the big upgrades over the previous Blu-ray transfer is gone are the grayish and dull skin tones and colors throughout. On this 4K, the Dolby Vision and HDR10 were implemented wonderfully, bringing much needed life and vibrancy to the image. Skin tones look alive instead of dull and gray like they did on the previous softer looking Blu-ray transfer. Depth and detail is noticeable from the opening scene all the way till the end. This is one of those 4K transfers that looks wonderful. Now, along with that, we got another nice treat. They fixed the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. No longer like the previous Blu-ray transfer does it have any inconsistencies. That is all gone. Now it is a nice crystal clear sounding DTS audio mix without those massive fluctuations in the audio on the previous Blu-ray where you'd listen to it and some sounds would get really quiet where you'd have a hard time hearing it. Then the next sound would be really loud and you'd go up and down with the remote. That is fixed completely, and you don't have any of those issues anymore on this audio mix. And it's very consistent and has good dynamic range. Now, I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate for all of you. Very happy to report extremely high, healthy, and strong 91 megabits per second. An overall wow experience that I was very impressed with from beginning to end. Now, getting to my review score for Uncle Buck in this upcoming 4K release, this gets a fantastic 9.3. This is a recommended must-buy, must-own 4K release. They did a great job with this. You will be impressed with it and sit back and say it was a massive upgrade over the previous Blu-ray in both image quality and sound quality. They did a wonderful job. Highly recommended must-buy release. If you're wanting to add this to your collection now, make sure to use that Amazon sale link I pinned down below. Now, let me know in the comment section below how excited you are now that you've heard my review score for this upcoming release of Uncle Buck. Let me know if you're going to be buying and adding this to your collection. This is one of those great 80s films that if you haven't experienced it yet, this is the only way you should ever watch this film. Now, on February 18th, we're also getting First Slam Dunk from 2022. This anime adventure sports drama is getting a brand new 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix in a collector's limited slipcover edition set. This is one of those very good anime sports dramas that really sucks you into the story. The animation is beautiful on it, and I'm really looking forward to getting to experience this on 4K, especially with that Dolby Atmos. We could be in for a massive treat with this. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these massive videos with any of these announcements, reveals, or reviews. You never want to miss out on any of this content, so make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, continuing February 18th, a massive day for physical media, we're going to be getting Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, the 2024 basically prequel story in the Lord of the Rings universe that was produced by Peter Jackson in the Lord of the Rings universe to make sure it fits in with the ongoing story and universe. This is one of those action adventures that the animation is simply beautiful. Now, it's being released with a native 4K transfer on Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a Dolby Atmos audio mix, and it's set 183 years before the original trilogy of The Hobbit. And this basically continues some of the story threads that basically built upon then The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings later on. Now, it's being released in a limited edition steelbook and a standard slipcover case. Now, the limited edition steelbook did sell out for quite a while. It actually was out of stock for almost 3 weeks. It did come back in stock with with a limited supply, but it's blinked out twice and it doesn't seem to stay in stock very long when it does come back. Now I'll put the direct Amazon sale links for both of them down below, but I can't guarantee that a limited edition SteelBook will have any copies remaining because, like as I said, it did sell out for such a long time and had very limited supply. Now we're also getting David Fincher's Panic Room from 2002. Now this is one of those films that has been missing on physical media for over 23 years. The last time it was released was all the way back in 2002 on a SuperBit DVD. There has been no Blu-ray release and it hasn't basically been touched or worked on since that original 2002 SuperBit DVD release until this time. This is one of those exciting 4K releases that a lot of us have waited a very long time to get upgraded onto 4K. Now, sadly, there has been a bunch of misinformation and lies passed around by some of those that are not actual reviewers. They were not sent copies for review like I was that dives in and tests them and understands the original film elements, which is what is so darned important to understand when going into a review. Because if you don't understand what the original filmmaker himself, David Fincher, intended, then you don't understand how the film should look in the first place, and therefore when you go to make a review that has misinformation and lies in it, it confuses a lot of people and gets passed around and gives a bad review on something that they just simply knew nothing about the film itself. And that is why over the last many years I've done this professionally, I've always explained it is extremely important to understand the original film elements and what is involved in the restoration and what they're working with to understand what goes into these 4K releases and what you're watching. So for this 4K release, they did a brand new 4K restoration and 4K digital master, along with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 color grading and master that was all supervised and approved by David Fincher himself. And this is where it's very important to understand. The 4K image is slightly held back by the original digital intermediate that was used to create this new 4K transfer, because there is only so many things they can do with the original special effects that were created back in 2002. Those digital effects are a product of the time period. David Fincher did not want to go back and completely change the entire film. A lot of those special effects and digital effects they did back then are how David Fincher originally intended them back when he created this film in 2002. And therefore, some of the images do have slight edge enhancement, and you will notice in certain scenes where they use digital technology to create different elements and different looks for certain scenes, it does have a different appearance to it because of the digital technology they used at that time to create this film. Now, if you go into this release with a correct understanding of how they originally created the film and how it's intended by the original director himself, you'll understand that the original color grading itself is intentionally supposed to be a almost greenish hue to it. That was intentional. There's certain scenes that he used colors overall to convey a sense for it, whether it's panic or scared, and he used different things like green, for example, to give it a look for the film throughout. And even though David Fincher worked on a new color grading for this, it does dramatically help skin tones over the previous DVD from 2002, but he wanted to retain that same color scheme he was going for because that was intentionally how he created it and intended it. And I will say the film overall looks dramatically better color-wise because of the very good Dolby Vision and HDR10 implementation. Gone is all of basically on the previous DVD. It was so badly lit that you could barely see things in scenes. You can dramatically see things, details in this that you could never see on the previous DVD release because this was never released on Blu-ray. So in comparison to that, it is miles better than the previous DVD release in every single area of the image. And I will say overall, the details in this did surprise me. I could see a whole lot more details than I ever remembered seeing when I went to see this in cinemas originally, and that was a very nice surprise for me. There was a lot of things like on the wood floor you could see up in Jodie Foster's bedroom, depth on their face that you could see that I couldn't see or didn't remember seeing when I saw it in cinemas. I thought it was a very nice improvement in all of those areas as well. Now, that's not to say that it's a perfect transfer or a reference quality one. It's not, but you'll understand more when I get to my review score. It's one of those that does have some slight edge enhancement in certain scenes, and certain scenes are softer looking because of the original digital way that they created this film, and some of those things will always be there. And the director says that's the way he intended it to look look when he originally finished this film, and he did not want to change from that, which is why it's important to understand that when watching this is the exact way that David Fincher intended this film to look. Now we do get another nice treat on this, a very immersive and impressive Dolby Atmos audio mix. It uses the height channels consistently throughout it, giving your home theater system a real workout. There is some very good LFE and bass, and I will say I was extremely impressed with that new Dolby Atmos mix. It was one of those that was extremely impressive and enjoyable. Now I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate. This has a shockingly high, healthy, and extremely strong 99 megabits per second. It is one of those wow rough average bit rates. They did an amazing job giving it plenty of room to breathe on the 4K disc. Now, if you want to know about my limited edition SteelBook protectors that I recommend and use, I tested and reviewed them here on this channel. That video is available right now. I tested and reviewed them from 10 different manufacturers and companies and shared the best bang for your buck. It is the best deal per limited edition SteelBook protector you can get. I also pinned the limited edition SteelBook protectors in the deal as a pinned comment in the comment section below. I always pin them down below, so that way if you're wanting to add a new pack to protect all your SteelBooks, those are always pinned down below every video as well. Now, showing you the limited edition SteelBook artwork, it is a matte finish, but it does have a very nice shiny metallic behind all of the artwork. And then inside you do get 3 discs, your 4K disc and your Blu Ray disc. Now, this mystery film is one that I've always loved. It's one of those that keeps you guessing throughout it. I think Jodie Foster's performance in it is top notch, and I love how it has all the twists throughout it that I don't want to give away. And basically, the setup to the story is Jodie Foster and her daughter basically go to buy a home, find that there's a panic room in there because it was a rich person that had it installed. They move into this home, and then basically things start happening. And it's basically the mystery of why are they happening? Are they after them? Why are they after them? And there's so many cool, unique elements. Now, with that being said, I'm always going to be upfront and honest with you. There are limitations in the image, as I shared, because of some of those slight things, because of the time period and how it was digitally filmed. Getting to my review score for Panic Room in this upcoming limited edition SteelBook only release, this gets a good 8.6. It is a recommended 4K release, and it is the best image and sound quality this film will ever look like. Based on all of the original digital intermediate and all of the work that they've done, just like David Fincher shared, this is the best he can ever get this to look and sound like based on how it was originally finished. And bravo, it is a worthwhile upgrade and addition to your 4K collection. The film itself has never looked amazing on DVD. Anybody that's seen that previous Superbit DVD can attest to, it's a very rough looking DVD, as most DVDs are. Compared to that, this is miles better, and an 8.6 is still a good review score. It's not going to be reference quality image, but what we're comparing to is the previous DVD release. Comparing to DVD, this is miles better based on the digital sources that they're working with. You will enjoy this 4K upgrade. The film itself is one that should be applauded that we're finally getting on 4K, but go into it with the correct mindset, knowing that there are limitations. And if you go into that, there is a whole lot to enjoy and experience in this 4K release. And this is the final iteration I ever see this film getting, because the amount of work they did on this, there's just simply nothing more they can take from that file to make it look any better than they did on this 4K release. So understanding that, this is one of those you'll be glad to have in your collection. Now, let me know in the comment section below how excited you are for this upcoming 4K release. If you decide you're buying and adding this to your collection now, make sure to click and buy directly through that Amazon sale link down there below. That's always extremely important because those support the creation of these videos. That's the only way I can always spend all this time testing and reviewing these. Let me know if this is one of your David Fincher films that you love, if you've been waiting for this on 4K for a long time. Let me know in the comment section below if you understand the original film elements and why that is so important to understand when reviewing things. If you don't understand the original film elements, you easily mislead a lot of people into thinking something that is incorrect, because it's not that they did the 4K release wrong. There are simply things baked into the original digital intermediate that cannot be changed, and it doesn't matter how many times they restore it, it's simply baked into that original file. This is the best we're ever going to see Panic Room look. Now, continuing February 18th, we're also going to be getting Constantine from 2005. Now, this DC Vertigo comic book superhero film, it's one of those that for its 20th anniversary, they did a new 4K restoration along with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. I am very excited to experience that Atmos. It's one of those things that I've gotten more and more into loving, really immersive Atmos mixes that add a new element of enjoyment to films. Now, the studio released the rough average bitrate and it is a 78 megabits per second. So it's one of those that it does have a high rough average bitrate, and it is coming in a limited edition SteelBook release and a standard slipcover case. Now, the limited edition SteelBook has been sold out for a while after my initial announcement, but if any are available, I'll post the direct Amazon sale links for both the limited edition SteelBook and the standard slipcover down below. Now, we're also going to be getting Drugstore Cowboy from 1989. Now, for this release, they did a brand new 4K digital restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer, all supervised and approved by the original director Gus Van Sant himself, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. Now, this is one of those rare films that I have not seen, so I can't tell you if I like it or I don't, though a bunch of you did recommend me getting it and adding it to my collection and said that I would enjoy it. Then I got just about as many other people saying don't watch it. So I don't know whether I'm going to like it or not, but I did pre-order it to give it a chance. So we'll have to see how it turns out. Now, we're also getting The Social Network from 2010. This is another great David Fincher film. Now, this was sent to me a full 2 weeks early directly from Sony for me to dive into in a review for all of you, just like with Panic Room. Now, I will tell you previously I've tested and reviewed the 4K disc in this. Now, this does have the same great 4K transfer as the previous Columbia Classics Volume 2 transfer. This has Dolby Vision and HDR10 master along with a very immersive and enjoyable Dolby Atmos audio mix. It is one of those that I've always enjoyed this film, and I can tell you the Dolby Atmos mix is crystal clear sounding and has amazing dynamic range, though there's not too much LFE in bass because it's more or less a drama, kind of biographical drama movie about basically the creation of Facebook and basically that whole story. So it's one of those, it's more talking and music and dialogue back and forth, but it is crystal clear sounding and is one of those that I do enjoy the Atmos effects that it does have sprinkled lightly throughout it. Now, the film itself was filmed digitally and they created a new 4K digital master for this 4K transfer. And I've got to say the 4K image is very enjoyable. It does have nice details and depth in the image. It's not one of those that's going to knock your socks off as reference quality because the way David Fincher filmed it digitally, it does limit the amount of depth. It is still a massive night and day upgrade over the previous Blu-ray and DVD releases, and I stated that back in my original review many years ago. I always enjoyed the release, and the 4K is one of those I've watched several times. Now, for this release, it's only being released in a limited edition SteelBook only release, just like with Panic Room. There is no standard 4K case coming out whatsoever. It is only available either in that Columbia Classics Volume 2 that is sold out and gone, or in this limited edition SteelBook set, which was sold out for the last 2.5 weeks, and it did just get some restock through that Amazon sale link down there below. It is available right now, but it wasn't available for the past 2 weeks. Now, artwork on the front and the back does go across it. It does have all the different character artwork on the back. And then on the inside, you get your Blu-rays and your 4K disc. Now, getting to my review score for The Social Network in this upcoming limited edition SteelBook release, it gets an enjoyable 8.4. It's one of those that I do recommend the film itself. This is the best way to watch and listen to the film, and it is an upgrade over the previous Blu-ray and DVD release. It's just not one of those that's simply going to be stunning visual quality, and going into it, there's still a whole lot to enjoy in this 4K release. And this is the best way this film's ever going to look, just like with Panic Room, based on how David Fincher explained that he originally filmed the film. There's only so much depth and detail in that digital file, and they're pulling every single ounce of it out in this 4K release, which is why it is still an upgrade over the previous Blu-ray, and it is a recommended 4K release. And that's why it gets a review score of an enjoyable 8.4 to give you an idea, image and sound quality, how it compares to the hundreds of other 4Ks I've tested and reviewed reviewed over the years here on my channel. It's still one that I enjoy having in my collection. There's just nothing else they can do with it to make it look any better. And this is one of those, if you decide you're buying and adding it to your collection now, make sure to click and buy directly through that Amazon sale link down there below. Now, this is the part of the video series where I jump out ahead to share about big announcements and reveals the studio has just shared with me. So starting off here on March 25th, we're going to be getting BABYGIRL from 2024. Now, this is being released from A24 in an exclusive Digipack 4K release. And it'll have a new native 4K transfer and Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now, this is one of those films I have not seen yet, so I can't really tell you if I liked it or not, but Nicole Kidman's in it, and there was a lot of buzz going out about this. Now, I will put the Amazon sale link down there below because A24 is now selling them through Amazon, which is nice. Instead of having to pay all those shipping costs, now you can get it with free shipping directly through Amazon. Now, we're also going to be getting Hans Zimmer live in Prague. Now, this includes his massive concert that they filmed in native 4K. The 4K release will be a native 4K with HDR10 master, along with an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix for the concert, which is gorgeous sounding. Now, this includes all of his theatrical films like Gladiator, The Dark Knight, Batman The Dark Knight Trilogy, Interstellar, Inception, The Lion King, Pirates of the Caribbean, and a few more. So he does all of his different musical masterpieces from all of those great films in this native 4K transfer. This is one I'm looking forward to experiencing because I love all of these concert films that have to do with films themselves, and this one has all to do with all of these massive blockbusters. Now, jumping out to April 1st, we're finally getting from Disney Mufasa the Lion King. Now, this is the prequel sequel film that's more live action, basically CGI film series where they're taking the Lion King story in new directions. This is the first of the prequel sequels that they have planned. They actually said they have 6 other films planned in the series. Now, this is coming out from Disney in a limited edition steelbook only, as is part of the course for most studios nowadays. Heck, Sony's releases, every single one that I announced at the beginning of this video, you got Panic Room, limited edition steelbook only, Social Network, limited edition steelbook only, and there's 5 more announcements through the rest of this video from Sony that are all limited edition steelbook only. Disney's the same way. Their 4K releases here in the US are limited edition steelbook only. There is no standard slipcover case coming whatsoever. Now, this will have a native 4K transfer and Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. And I did really enjoy the first live action Lion King with CGI, so it's not really live action. It's really hard to explain, but basically they're not the hand-drawn series. This is going CGI live action eschewed look. And I did really enjoy the first one. My kids enjoyed it, so we're looking forward to watching this one. We didn't get to see it in cinemas, so I'm looking forward to this limited edition steelbook. I'm a massive limited edition steelbook collector, so I am thrilled they're continuing to release them at least in limited edition steelbooks instead of not releasing them at all. So at least we have this one to look forward to as well. Now, we're also going to be getting the Creep tapes from 2024. Now, this is the season 1 of the horror kind of mystery series that's done with more or less of a found footage series. Now, this was a streaming exclusive to Shudder only. Now it's finally being released, all of season 1, all 6 episodes, with an entire runtime of 162 minutes for this horror series on Blu-ray. Now, this is the first time it's ever being released, and it's only coming out in this Blu-ray set. Now, jumping out to April 15th, we're finally getting John Wayne's The Sands of Iwo Jima, the 1949 classic war action movie. It's one of John Wayne's greatest films. It's one of those, I love World War II films, and John Wayne and his supporting cast were great in this. Now, for this release, they did a brand new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It is a native 4K with a new Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a DTS HD master audio mono mix. Now, this will all be on a BD100 to give it plenty of room to breathe. This is one I'm extremely excited for because I love John Wayne, and this is one of his best films. Now on the same day and date, we're also getting Donovan's Reef from 1963. Now this very funny John Ford and John Wayne adventure comedy movie is one of those that I've always thought was a unique mixture for John Wayne. He did more of a comedic set in this, kind of like what he did with The Quiet Man. It had a lot of like just good comedy elements. This is another one of those that John Ford did a very good job on. Now it's coming out with a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, as well as a lossless DTS HD master audio mono mix. All on a BD100 with a high rough average bitrate to give it plenty of room to breathe. Another instant classic that I am excited to get to own on 4K. The fact that we're getting so many of these great classics as well as more modern action, comedy, romantic comedy, we're just getting spoiled right now with physical media releases. This is really an amazing time. The last several years, we've only seen physical media releases constantly escalate. We're getting more and more and more, and this is just a wonderful time. Now, share your excitement in the comment section below. The studios always love to see the comment section to see what all of you are excited for, what you've pre-ordered from my links down there below. Share all of that excitement down below because I love to see it as well. I love to hear from all of you what you're excited for from this video, what you're pre-ordering, what really made your day, and what of all of these films really make your love for physical media keep growing. What really makes you just excited that we're constantly getting spoiled with physical media? Share all of that excitement down below. Now, jumping out to April 22nd, we're also getting another John Hughes written comedy, which is Career Opportunities. This came out in 1991 and it's getting a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix, all on a BD100 with a high rough average bitrate. That way there's plenty of room to breathe. Now I've got to say, this is one of those cult classic comedy movies playing off of some of the dumb things guys do when they're younger and some of the dumb things gals do when they're younger. And it's one of those that was just a blast watching, and I'm thrilled we're finally getting on a 4K because how great that basically Uncle Buck turned out. Another John Hughes written. That one was directed as well by him, written and directed. This one's written by him, but man, we're just getting spoiled with John Hughes films, and I'm thrilled because eventually we're going to have all of them on 4K. This is another big exciting release. I put that direct link down there below for all of these. Any of these you want to add to your collection, they're all down below. Now I have an update about a delay to share with you. The studio shared that Dante's Peak from 1997 has been delayed due to some additional things going on behind the scenes with this release, so it's not coming out till April 22nd. Now for this release, they did a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix. Now I did request Dolby Atmos originally, and that's something that basically right now it's only got the DTS HD master audio 5.1, but man, I did ask is the delay because they're working on Dolby Atmos. Nothing was shared about that. Actually, I got no reply back whatsoever, but man, wouldn't it be a crazy treat if that was their first Dolby Atmos release because I requested it so many times? Wouldn't it be crazy if that's why it got delayed? Now, I'm not holding out hope. I don't think it's going to have Dolby Atmos. That's why it was delayed. I don't think that at all. But I just was throwing it out there, kind of something I thought of. Wouldn't that be crazy if that was the case? But I can have wishful thinking, right? I can wish. We can all wish, but it's not. I'm sure it's just going to have the 5.1 like they worked on. But anyhow, that is the delay for that release. It'll come on a BD100 with a high rough average bitrate, they said. And I've always loved this 90s disaster action thriller film. Pierce Brosnan is great in it, and that scene that always gets me is the grandma pushing the boat across the lava. That scene gets me every time. My wife and I love it, but it is one of those that it just grips you, and it's one of those you'll always sit back and have a blast watching every single time. Now, jumping out to April 29th, we're getting a massive release in Gandhi from 1982. Now this is epic biographical true story adventure film about his life is one of those that is a wonderful film. Well, it did get a 4K restoration of the original camera negative, and this will have a new Dolby Vision and HDR10 exclusive native 4K transfer to this exclusive limited edition SteelBook only release. So previously, this was released in a Columbia Classics volume with HDR10 master only. Sony did additional work and is exclusively releasing it with a new Dolby Vision native 4K transfer in this limited edition SteelBook only release. Sony was very specific. There is no standard slipcover case coming out for this release. Limited edition SteelBook only. So Sony said if you're wanting to own the new work that they did for this Dolby Vision transfer, the only way you're going to be able to own it is if you get this exact exclusive limited edition SteelBook only release. Now this does also have an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. It's a massive treat. I've seen the previous HDR10 transfer, and the fact of that they did additional work, I know this is going to look amazing because I've done all of the reviews on all of the previous Sony HDR10 to Dolby Vision upgrades. They are noticeable upgrades with much higher rough average bit rates. That is the exact same Sony said with this release. They gave it plenty of room to breathe with a much higher rough average bit rate, and it comes with 4 discs, 2 4K Ultra HD discs and 2 Blu-ray discs in this limited edition SteelBook only release. Now I will warn you, as I shared earlier in this video, all of these limited edition SteelBook releases from Sony eventually sell out. Some of them sell out before the release dates, some of them take a little bit longer afterwards, but it's always a gamble. That's why if you're excited about this one, make sure to go down and pre-order your copy immediately so you don't miss out on this, because this is a massive, epic biographical drama. There is thousands of people excited for this release. I do not see this one lasting very long. If you are excited about this one and you want to experience this new native 4K Dolby Vision transfer, make sure to go down and order your copy through that Amazon sale link down there below. Now another big Sony release. We're finally getting Stripes from 1981 in a new limited edition SteelBook only release. Now previously this was released in the Columbia Classics Collection volume with an HDR10 transfer. This has a brand new Dolby Vision and HDR10 native 4K transfer that is exclusive to this limited edition SteelBook only release. Sony was very specific again, as they were with Panic Room, as they were with Social Network, as they were with Gandhi. Same thing for Stripes. If you want to experience the new work, it's got a much higher rough average bitrate. They've done work for this new Dolby Vision transfer, and this includes 4K restorations of both the theatrical and the extended cuts of the film, along with an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. I own the previous HDR10 transfer and I've reviewed it. I enjoyed it. It was a very good release, though I am looking forward to this new Dolby Vision transfer because Sony is at the top of their game. They do an amazing job when they upgrade and do more work on these Dolby Vision transfers. They usually are noticeable, the difference between the two of them, and I have gotten every single one of them that's an upgrade from the previous releases, and I've enjoyed all of them. Though this is another one, it is limited edition SteelBook only, so here's your warning. If you're excited for this one and you're wanting to add this new Dolby Vision transfer, make sure to go down and order your copy immediately so you don't miss out on this one, because they are limited print runs only. Sony is very specific. They've always done that, just like with Lawrence of Arabia and dozens of others that have sold out of theirs. Once they sell out, they don't ever release them in standard slipcover cases. They're just sold out and become extremely expensive on the aftermarket. Now, we're also getting Swept Away from 1974. Now, this foreign romantic comedy is one of those that's a very unique film. It did get a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K SDR master, along with a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 audio mix. Now, jumping out to May 13th, we're getting a big release in Better Man from 2024. Now this is being released as an Amazon exclusive only limited edition Paramount Presents number 48 4K release. This is one of those limited edition Paramount Presents lines, but it is Amazon exclusive only through that Amazon link I'm posting down below. Now, Paramount shared this will have a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, along with an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. This is one of those kind of like biographical adventure comedies that it's about basically the life of Robbie Williams, the singer, And it's one of those that's very uniquely done though, because they put it in the sense of that he is a monkey. So it's got some very good CGI effects on it, and it's a very funny and enjoyable film that was kind of misunderstood at the time. It is one of those I recommend checking out because it had some very good performances, and it really did make me laugh and had some scenes in it that I was very surprised were really enjoyable. Though, here's your warning, it's very important to understand all these previous Paramount Presents lines have sold out, as I've shared here on this channel. They print very limited print runs, and this is an Amazon exclusive, so the only retailer worldwide you can buy this from is directly through the Amazon sale link I'm pinning down below. So if you're excited about this one, don't wait, because how many people constantly complain about that the old limited edition releases of Paramount Presents sold out and they missed out on them. This is another one of those you don't want to miss out on. So make sure to go down and order your Amazon exclusive copy so you don't miss out on this one. Now we're also getting Shudder from 2004. This is a very unique horror mystery thriller. Now this is getting a exclusive new 4K transfer along with HDR10 master and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. This is the only 4K transfer of this film worldwide. It's from Umbrella, and they do a very good job, but they got the exclusive rights for this 4K transfer. I'll put that link down there below as well. Now, jumping out to June 3rd, we're finally getting Doctor Who, the Jon Pertwee Complete Series 1. Now, this is the classic Doctor Who sci-fi adventure TV series where they're doing new 1080 masters, basically, for the series. Now this is series 1, and it did originally release in 1970. Now along with that, they're doing DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix and 2.0 in a 7-disc Blu-ray set. Now jumping out to the fan favorite beloved part of the video series, my big 4K news and updates segment. Starting off here with Captain Kronos in this Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition box set. This was sent to me directly from the studio Hammer for me to dive into, test, and review for all of you. But I gotta tell you, this is one of those cult classic adventure, swashbuckling, basically horror films that I've always really enjoyed. And let me tell you, it's one of those cult classic films that has some very good like sword play mixed with some good like mystery adventure, kind of mixing together like the Three Musketeers with kind of like a Hammer horror Dracula film all mixed together. And it's a blast of a film to watch. Well, Hammer Films did a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It is a native 4K transfer along with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master for all 3 cuts and versions of the film. It is a 5-disc 4K set, so it has a ton of content to dive into and explore. For example, for the cuts of the film, you get the UK theatrical cut with the aspect ratio of 1.66 to 1. The new open matte IMAX style aspect ratio, which is a blast to experience. It's an open matte experience with the aspect ratio of 1.37 to 1. And the US theatrical cut with an aspect ratio of 1.85 to 1. All on separate 4K discs to give them plenty of room to breathe. And let me tell you, the 4K image has the nice natural film grain from beginning to end. There was no issues with it whatsoever, no banding, blocking, clumping. It is nicely filmic and stable from beginning to end. And I did watch all 3 cuts of the film. I wanted to experience all the different versions. My kind of preferred cut, I did enjoy the new, basically IMAX style open matte version, but I did like the UK theatrical cut and aspect ratio. That was probably my preferred version. Though the open matte is a blast to see how much more you can see with that. It really made it seem a whole lot more epic as well. But you get all versions on 4K. You don't have to choose. You get them all in this massive ultimate collection. Now the 4K image has been meticulously repaired and restored. They went through and removed all of the hairs, blots, splotches, and speckles. On the previous Blu-ray that I owned, there was a ton of them, little hairs and blots and splotches and little tears on the image where you kind of have like it move and shimmer. Those are all gone. It was one of those depth and detail I never imagined ever seeing Captain Kronos look as outstanding or amazing as it does on this 4K release. But the good news doesn't stop there. With the amazing Dolby Vision and HDR10 implementation, the colors are brought to life. Skin tones are healthy and vibrant. Whenever you see blood, it looks reddish and blood for once and not kind of just blacked out like on the previous Blu-ray. The sun glinting on his sword is bright and vibrant and the colors just look wonderful. And on top of that, we got a nice, amazing treat in the Dolby Atmos immersive audio mix. For all 3 cuts and versions of the film, you get a Dolby Atmos immersive mix, and it does use the height channels throughout it in unique ways. It brought a smile across my face because they really went the extra mile to not only repair the image, but to give us Dolby Atmos. It really did surprise me they did it for all of the cuts on 4K. And the audio mix for once has none of the hisses and clicks that were present on the previous Blu-ray releases. Those are all gone and repaired. It is a crystal clear sounding audio mix, and I really sat back and just was really mesmerized by the image and sound from beginning to end. Now, to show you how this comes, this is a limited edition release only. The studio was very specific. It is a limited print run only. Once this sells out, the limited edition contents will not be released ever again. With the limited edition discs, with the extra cuts and versions of the film, this is limited edition exclusive only. I will tell you the box that it comes in is awesome. It's got like this faux leather outside with metallic writing on it. On the side, it's metallic as well. It looks gorgeous on your shelf. Then to show you the other side here, this is where it comes out. It has another massive box inside this hard outside box. And in here, it has all of your books, comic books, and all 5 of your discs. You get a massive pack of 8 art cards. And this is all 5 of your region-free 4K and Blu-ray discs. You won't have any issues playing this. This is an exclusive 4K worldwide release. Hammer Films owns the rights exclusively to these films, and let me tell you, the amount of discs they provided with all of the behind-the-scenes special features is extremely impressive, let alone you get all of those different cuts on separate 4K discs with Dolby Atmos. It is an extremely impressive amount of content. You get a giant double-sided poster, but one of the biggest treats for me in this set is this massive graphic novel. It has a massive graphic novel that I really enjoyed reading. The whole thing is here, and it's contained in this massive limited edition set. This was a very enjoyable read. And along with that, you get a big 136-page behind-the-scenes book talking about the film, showing behind-the-scenes stills and all of the work that went into this film, all the hidden things behind it. This cult classic film got its due justice in this Ultimate Collector set. This is one of those that all of the contents in here, this book, the graphic novel, are worth the price of admission alone, but it's limited edition only. Now, I did dive into the rough average bitrate for all of you. It has a healthy and strong 63 megabits per second and lends to why the image looks so good. They did a great job not over compressing the image. Plenty of depth and detail, all the natural grain. This is one of those beautiful 4K transfers where depth and detail is striking. Overall, getting to my review score for this Captain Kronos Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set, this gets a marvelous 9.6, a recommended must-buy, must-own 4K release, and this is one of my favorite 4K releases of the year so far. This is one of the best, and it's going to be hard to beat. This is one of the best 4K releases of the year. The amount of contents and the love and care they put into this physical media release is why it's one of the ultimate 4K releases I've seen released. The fact that the book, the graphic novel, all of the content, special features, behind the scenes, the massive amount of discs, all of those work and all the different aspect ratios, the Dolby Atmos, are worth the price of admission alone. But I'm warning you right now, I'm going to put that direct Amazon sale link down there below. This is limited print run only. They only printed so many copies once they sold out. The studio Hammer themselves told me they are not reprinting this whatsoever. Once it sells out, it'll be gone. You don't want to miss out on this one. Best 4K release so far of the year. This one's going to be hard to beat. You must have this one in your collection. You will be kicking yourself later on if you do not have this release. This is the only 4K release of this film entire worldwide. It is this release only. I loved it. It was such a blast. What a treat for us physical media fans. Don't miss out on this though. I'm warning you right now. Must own, must buy release, 9.6. Such a fantastic 4K set. I put that direct Amazon sale link down there below if you're going to add this to your collection. Let me know how excited you are now that you've heard my full in-depth review score. Let me know if you're going to be adding this to your collection. because this is one of those that is such an awesome 4K release. Now, another big announcement for all of you, we're going to be getting Companion from 2025. This is a sci-fi thriller with some comedy elements. This is coming out with a native 4K transfer in Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, as well as an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, and it's going to be coming out here in the next few months. But the studio just shared it's available to pre-order right now. Now, a big update for all of you. So I Married an Axe Murderer, the 1993 romantic dark comedy that's a blast. I previously reviewed this here on this channel. It is now on sale for the best price it's ever been in this exclusive manufacturer-on-demand Amazon release. They very rarely put these on sale, and I've been watching it for a long time because it's been expensive since I originally reviewed it back when it released. It hasn't been on sale. This is the best price it's ever been on sale, though I will warn you, make sure to click the coupon code. When you go to add it to your cart on Amazon, there's an exclusive coupon code. When you click that box, it adds the coupon that even lowers the price even lower. And this is one of those that in my review, this native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, and its very immersive and enjoyable Dolby Atmos mix, got a recommended must-buy 9.5 review score. Don't miss out on this deal though. This is extremely rare that it's ever on sale. And right now it's on sale for its 30th anniversary set here. And this is the only 4K release of this worldwide. And it is the best price it's ever been on sale through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. Now, massive update for all of you. Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat. The 2014 Tom Cruise sci-fi action film that's wonderful. The previously out of print and expensive Best Buy exclusive limited edition Steelbook has had its remaining backstock of less than 100 copies that's available right now through that Amazon sale link down there below. This is another one of those that's sold out, and it is expensive on the aftermarket. They go for around 80 bucks. It is available right now. Don't wait though. I'll warn you right now, whenever I announce these previously out of print Best Buy exclusive Steelbooks, they usually sell out within a few hours of me announcing them because there's limited quantities, because these are just what's the remaining backstock that Best Buy basically sent over. This is not a reprint and not a re-release. It's simply the backstock of what was remaining because Best Buy stopped selling physical media, so they've been shipping these over in batches as they've been sharing over the last year. Now, previously I reviewed this on this channel and it has a reference quality Dolby Atmos audio mix, and it got a review score of a must-own, must-buy 9.7. It is one of those stunning reference quality Dolby Atmos mixes. The image is stunning as well. 9.7. You've got to have this one in your collection, but right now you can get that previously expensive and out of print Best Buy exclusive Steelbook through that direct Amazon sale link down there below. It's on sale for the remaining less than 100 copies. But here's my warning, do not wait. Go down and order it immediately so that way you get to own a copy of this. Because these remaining copies will sell out and then it'll go right back up on the aftermarket and be expensive all over again. Now, an amazing deal going on right now is for Alfred Hitchcock, the iconic 6-film collection. This is the limited edition 5,150 copies printed only big movie book set collection. This is the multi-studio combination of them working together. This is one of those that's on sale for its best price ever right now. 99 bucks for this entire limited edition set is an amazing deal. If you have not picked this one up, there is no reprints coming whatsoever. They are all individually numbered, and there is only 5,150 that they printed originally. This is on sale for a limited time for the remaining stock of what they have left, and then it's going to sell out and go out of print. So if you have not gotten this set, right now is the best time to get it at the best price it's ever been. So I'm warning you, if you're excited about this one, now's the time to get it at the best price it's ever been through that exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. Now, another big update for you, Jurassic World Dominion in its previously out of print and more pricey limited edition Steelbook has had less than 200 copies of backstock released and available right now. This has previously been out of print for a long time, and I previously missed out on this one, so I have the standard 4K case. When I found out the limited edition Steelbook had a limited backstock, I ordered this right away. So I ordered myself a copy, which is why I can't show it to you right here, but you can see the official artwork above. This was previously out of print, and I always wanted to have this because I have all of the other limited edition Steelbooks for the Jurassic Park films. This was one of the remaining ones that I didn't have, so now it's available through that exclusive Amazon link down there below. Now this limited edition SteelBook contains both the theatrical cut and the extended cut on 4K. And it is a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master and an immersive DTS:X. The image and sound on this are stunning looking, and I love all of the Jurassic Park films in the universe. This is one I'm thrilled I'm finally able to get the limited edition SteelBook. But here's your warning, don't wait long. Make sure to go down and order your copy so you get one of these before they sell out again. Now another announcement, we're going to be getting Love Hurts from 2025. Now this is an action, basically adventure, comedy film. It's one of those that it's kind of really a funny film to watch the theatrical trailer. I haven't seen it in cinemas yet, but the trailer itself really is my type of film. I love when they mix action comedies together, and this is one of those that I am looking forward to experiencing. It's coming out with a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. And this is planned for release here over the next couple of months. The pre-orders are available right now for the collector's edition set. Now a massive update for all of you, David Fincher 7 from 1995. In this highly recommended 4K release, the limited edition SteelBook release sold out originally after I originally announced it and reviewed it, and this is one of those that a lot of you have asked me if it ever comes back in stock to let you know. It is available right now through that Amazon sale link down there below to order. They are expecting the remaining back stock from Warner Brothers that's remaining to come into Amazon, and that's what you can order right now. If you did not get this limited edition SteelBook release, now is the time. I'm warning you though, do not wait, because Amazon has been notified it is very limited copies they are expecting from Warner Brothers backstock, but you can order it right now to secure a copy. And let me tell you, this was another highly recommended David Fincher 4K release that has an amazing native 4K transfer and HDR10 Master that was a massive upgrade and improvement over the previous Blu-ray release. He really worked to provide this as the best and ultimate way to view, own, and watch his film for all time. This is one of those, I extremely enjoyed it. I love all of David Fincher's films. He's really one of those directors that I can't say there's any film of his that I have not loved and enjoyed. And David Fincher himself oversaw and approved this 4K transfer to make sure it represented his intended vision. And the rough average bitrate they provided on this 4K release was a high, healthy, and strong 76 megabits per second. It is a recommended must-buy 4K release, but this limited edition SteelBook set, that backstock that they're releasing, will not last long. If you were one of those hundreds of people that messaged me saying, let me know if it ever came back, it's available for you to order right now because they are expecting that in, so they're taking orders right now for the remaining backstock that Warner Brothers is exclusively sending to Amazon, so make sure to place your order immediately. Now another exciting release I wanted to make sure all of you are aware of is Cure from 1997. Now this is a neo-noir psychological thriller. The music is done very uniquely with this mystery. It's basically a murder mystery that you're trying to solve, but it uses musical cues and musical elements in a very unique way. Well, it was exclusively released by Masters of Cinema with a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master, and a lossless DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now this does have English subtitles and it is an English friendly release, but this exclusive 4K restoration is only available in this 4K release, and this is the worldwide region-free 4K release for this film. This is one of those, if you want something that's a very unique like mystery thriller experience. Now another previously out of print and expensive SteelBook release is Jason Bourne, the 5-film complete limited edition SteelBook collection that was a previous Best Buy exclusive limited edition SteelBook that sold out and went out of print. It's one of those that's expensive on the aftermarket. It goes for around $100. It is now back stock released through Amazon, available through that Amazon sale link down below. It's on sale. That is the remaining backstock that Best Buy just released. That has less than 200 copies remaining before it sells out again. This was all of what they had that was sent over. It is available right now, so you don't have to pay those ridiculous over $100 price on the aftermarket. This limited edition SteelBook contains all of the 5 films on 4K in the Bourne movie collection. And I ordered this for myself. I own them in individual cases, But I missed out on this previous Best Buy exclusive limited edition Steelbook for its 20th anniversary. They did it in all of the films in this Steelbook, and I am a massive limited edition Steelbook collector, so I ordered this for myself through that Amazon sale link down there below. My copy just didn't show up in time for me to show you in this video, but this is one of those I'm excited about because, man, I tried to convince myself to spend like the $120 they were going for in the aftermarket, and I just couldn't convince myself, so I'm thrilled that now I was able to get it at the sale price without being scalped on the aftermarket, which is the purpose of this. This is why I do this, to help all of you, just like myself, be able to collect and own all of these like expensive out of print stuff. That's why I know a lot of you really love and look forward to this part of the video series, and that's why I pour my heart and soul into keeping all of you updated with all this stuff that was out of print or that's going out of print and stuff that is limited stock. But for this one, don't miss out on this. Make sure to order your copy before these sell out again, and then they become expensive again on the aftermarket. Now, 3 titles that are going out of print is the Equalizer 1, 2, and 3 in the Sony limited edition Steelbook line. These limited edition Steelbooks have less than 100 copies each before they sell out and go out of print. Now, they've had their limited edition reprints, like for example Equalizer 1 and 2. There is no more stock being printed. They are not releasing anymore. There is less than 100 copies before these are completely sold out, and then you'll see the price go up on the aftermarket as all of these Sony limited edition Steelbooks do. Now, these all had amazing native 4K transfers with Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters and incredibly immersive reference quality Dolby Atmos audio mix. All 3 of these I recommend buying and adding to your collection. They are must-buy 4K releases, but the way I recommend owning them is in these limited edition Steelbooks. I do love the artwork on them, and Sony does a great job with these. Heck, on Equalizer 1 and 2, it was like less than 50 when I looked, and that is how limited the remaining stock is before these are completely gone. And these are all must-buy, must-own 4K releases that you will want to have in your collection. And I put the direct Amazon sale links for the remaining stock of these down below as a pinned comment. Now, another title that's going out of print is The Sting from 1973 in this Ultimate Limited Collector's Universal Essentials box set. But they only printed 5,000 copies, and these are numbered limited edition Ultimate Collector sets. Mine was numbered 4072, and there is less than 50 copies remaining of the Sting collector set before it goes out of print and becomes expensive on the aftermarket. So I wanted to make sure you're aware of this, as well as the previously out of print limited edition Steelbook of the Sting is back in stock for the remaining back stock of less than 100 copies. So you got a choice. You can choose the limited edition Steelbook for the remaining stock of that, or the Ultimate Collector set that comes with a behind the scenes book talking about the restoration, the film itself, the costumes, all of these good things about behind the scenes of the film, as well as an actual film cell from the film, and a pack of behind the scenes art cards, and your numbered limited edition certificate. Now, this film got a 4K restoration, native 4K transfer, HDR10 master, and a lossless DTS HD master audio 5.1 audio mix. I highly recommend the 4K transfer and 4K release. Now, for me, I chose the Ultimate Collector set because I wanted the book, the film set. I love the numbered certificate and all the art cards. That's for me what I love. Now, you got a choice. The Ultimate Limited Collector set or that limited edition Steelbook, but limited edition Steelbook has less than 100 copies of the back stock before that sells out. There's less than 50 copies of the Ultimate Edition remaining. So I put the direct Amazon sale links down there below, but here's your warning. Do not wait long if you're wanting either one of those. They will not last long after I release this video. Make sure to go down and order your copy immediately, depending on which one you want. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you getting the limited edition Steelbook that came back? Or are you going to get the Ultimate Collector set like what I got? Share in the comment section below how excited you are for this. Now, Amazon is having an amazing limited time sale going on right now on some huge titles. Now, it is buy one, get one 50% off, which equates to 25% off each 4K, but the way Amazon explained it is slightly confusing, so I'm wanting to make sure you understand. You have to add 2 of these 4K titles I'm going to be talking about to your cart, and then it gives you 50% off, 25% off each, but it requires you to add 2, and then one of them it takes 50% off of. To give you an example, I've been sharing with all of you about exclusive native 4K transfers that have Dolby Vision in limited edition Steelbooks only from Sony. One of them is Black Hawk Down that I previously reviewed in my 4K versus 4K image comparison review video. That video was big and it took a ton of work. It actually took me a month to create that video, testing, pulling data, doing all the image comparisons. That video is available right now on this channel. This is the only recommended release of Black Hawk Down because it's the only one that has Sony's new native 4K transfer that is Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master. The previous standalone 4K release in a standard 4K case is HDR10 only. So if you want the best image quality for Black Hawk Down, it's available in this exclusive limited edition SteelBook release that is on sale right now for its best price ever in the buy one, get one 50% off 4K sale on Amazon. That exclusive Amazon sale link I'm pinning down below, as well as I'm pinning it to the overall sale that when you go through that, it's for all the 4K releases. There's hundreds and hundreds of them that are an amazing deal when you add both of them to your cart. This is one of them that during this sale is a must-own, must-buy 4K release, and it has a reference quality Dolby Atmos audio mix, but the transfer is exclusive to this limited edition SteelBook only release. Just like with Lawrence of Arabia, you don't want to miss out on owning this one because it's exclusive to the limited edition SteelBook only. Once this sells out, just like Lawrence of Arabia, it'll become extremely expensive on the aftermarket because Sony is not reprinting any more of these. So once it sells out, it'll go into the vault and become extremely expensive. Now, Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992 had a new exclusive Dolby Vision and HDR10 native 4K transfer that is exclusively available in the limited edition SteelBook only. Now, Sony already did its one-time reprint. The remaining stock is all that's remaining. Once it sells out, it'll be exactly like Lawrence of Arabia. There is no more reprints whatsoever. Remaining stock is all that's left, and that new native 4K that has the Dolby Vision is only available in the limited edition SteelBook only, and now it is on sale for the best price it's ever been on this current Amazon sale. So you can combine that with the Black Hawk Down limited edition SteelBook, and that's two titles where you get 25% off each, which basically is 50% off of the one, which equates to 25% off of each one. So as long as you add two of these titles, I put the links for these individually down below, as well as for the overall sale link for all of the additional titles, because they cannot list them all off right now. There is hundreds of them and they are an amazing deal right now. Now for some other titles in this amazing limited time sale, you're going to want to get Alien Romulus and Deadpool and Wolverine. Both of these limited edition SteelBooks for the remaining stock that's remaining are on sale for the best price they've ever been during this limited time sale. Buy one, get one 50% off through that direct exclusive Amazon sale link down there below. Now, both of these are highly recommended, must-buy, must-own, top 10 4K releases of 2024. Now, if you've checked out that video, it's got like 104,000 views on it. It's been a massive runaway success. That video, these made it into the top 10 releases of 2024. Both of these are must-buy, must-own 4Ks. If you have not picked them up yet, both the limited edition releases, including the variant of the remaining stock, is available right now on the best price it's ever been. So if you've not picked these up yet, go down and order it immediately through those sale links. You will not be disappointed. Both of the image and the reference quality Dolby Atmos on these is something to see and to listen to and experience. You will love owning these, and I do recommend the limited edition SteelBooks. Two more that I reviewed that are on sale right now during this amazing sale is Friday Night Lights and its a limited edition SteelBook only release. The standard release is not on sale during this amazing sale. Limited edition SteelBook only is an amazing deal. It is way less than the standard case. And you get the limited edition SteelBook that I previously reviewed and Willow with this amazing native 4K transfer that has Dolby Vision and HDR10 Master. This is a highly recommended must-buy 4K release. On sale, both of these, best price they've ever been on sale. If you want to check out my review of Willow, it's available right now on this channel. And Willow, it's only limited edition SteelBook anyways. There is no standard case ever coming for this release. Disney said once this sells out, it goes back into the vault and will not be released again in a standard case in the US. This is one of those though, the Dolby Vision on it with the HDR10 implementation is beautiful. and I shared all about that in my review. It is something though in my review I did make a mistake when editing it and edited out the part where I explained about all the Dolby Vision because I was very sick when I made that video and I had a hard time making that video. But anyhow, I've shared that in numerous follow-ups. The Dolby Vision transfer on this Willow is extremely good, and I was very impressed with it, and I very much enjoyed it. These are both must-buys during this amazing sale, and I put those links down below for you. Another two must-buy, must-own 4K releases in this sale is Coraline and its limited edition Steelbook release that I previously reviewed, and Snake Eyes. Both of these were wonderful upgrades over their Blu-ray transfers. Coraline is a reference quality 4K release. The Dolby Atmos on this is so immersive. The image is stunning. You'll want to check out my full review of this. But both of these, including the limited edition Steelbook and the standard slipcover case, are on sale during this limited time sale. You'll want to have these in your collection. Some other amazing deals for this buy one get one 50% off Face Off that I previously reviewed. This was one of the top 4K releases of that year. This is a must-own, must-buy 4K transfer, and Hatari. Both of these are must-own 4K releases. They're on sale right now. Best price they've ever been on sale during this sale right now. That's an exclusive Amazon sale. Another two must-own, must-buy 4Ks during this sale, Kindergarten Cop and Monster Squad. I reviewed both of these with exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons. You want to check out those reviews, they're available as well. But both of these are highly recommended 4K release on sale right now for an amazing deal. Now below is another one that I recently reviewed, and it's a highly recommended 4K release to add to your collection during this sale. It's at the best price it's ever been since it released here recently, and this got a very good looking 4K transfer, and I gotta tell you, it's a very good World War II mystery thriller. Any of these you're wanting the reviews on, they're all available here on this channel, but don't wait long because this is a limited time Amazon sale only. As I've shared in previous videos, these limited time sales only last for a few days and then Amazon ends them and they go right back up to the regular price. If you have not added any of these are just some of the recommendations. I put the direct Amazon exclusive sale link down there below. There is hundreds of other titles, way too many for me to even share about, that I would recommend you adding to your collection. I just wanted to share a few of them that I kind of picked out recently that have just recently came out that were more expensive releases that are on sale for the best prices they've been on sale for during this limited time sale. So let me know what of all of these from this limited time sale, let me know what other ones you discover through that sale link down there below that you decide to buy and add to your collection. Now, as always, it's extremely important. Any of these you're buying and adding to your collection, always make sure to go down and click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links I pinned down there below. Now, most of these from this video were Amazon exclusive sales anyways, so I've done all that work and gathered together all of those exclusive Amazon sale links and pinned them as a comment in the comment section below. Those links down there are how I'm able to spend all this time gathering all these sales, this data, testing, reviewing. Heck, in this video, I had 5 advanced reviews that I dived into, tested, and reviewed, and shared all of that with all of you in this video. So that way you know the exact true image and sound quality, so that way you know about adding these to your collection. Make sure any of these movies or TV series you're wanting to add to your collection, always click and buy through those Amazon sale links down there below, and join my Collectors VIP Club. Collectors VIP Club helps out as well. When you donate through my Collectors VIP Club membership, it costs you a couple of bucks every month. That goes directly back into all the time, the software, all of this massive work. To give you an example, this video has over 8 pages of a script that I had to write up with all the data and information to share in this video, which takes a ton of time with all the special effects, music, editing, compiling, and creating this massive video. It takes a total of 6 full days of work every single week for me to create one of these massive videos you enjoy watching. So that's why it's so darn extremely important for me to be able to pay the bills and keep doing this. Always make sure to support this channel by joining my Collectors VIP Club and using those Amazon sale links down there below. I want to say thank you to all of you for all of your amazing support. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.